Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Peter Yabsley, and you're joining us here on the Basis Technologies booth in TechEd Las Vegas 2018. I'm delighted to say I'm joined by James Roberts, the CTO of Basis Technologies, to talk to us today about DevOps for SAP. James, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Pete. Great to be here.
So you were actually here with our colleague Jim Duggar 1 year ago at TechEd 2017 talking about DevOps. What has the last 12 months brought in the world of DevOps? What's the latest in DevOps for SAP?
Well, it's fair to say that the rate of digital disruption has certainly not slowed down. We've had a massive increase in the number of customers coming to us to talk about DevOps and CICD. And this is partly due to the fact that they're seeing success with this outside SAP and their other applications, and now they're challenging their SAP teams to respond in the same way. We're also seeing a lot of traction from partners. Their customers are challenging them to deliver much better, and we've had some great success working with partners and customers on their DevOps journeys together.
So it's a really kind of positive direction of travel in terms of interest and adoption, but I know there's some uniqueness around SAP that companies need to consider if they're thinking about adopting DevOps. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, I mean, DevOps is about a number of things. It's about a collaborative culture, it's about agile methodology, but fundamentally it's about automation. One of the challenges that we have here at SAP is that the way we develop and configure and operate inside SAP's very specific architecture means that the technology outside SAP that we see in Java and C# and those kind of applications just simply doesn't work. So this is where Active Control comes in, a solution as part of our DevOps automation and test automation platform to enable our customers to deliver change on demand and break out of these restrictive releasing cycles that they've seen for many years up to now.
Okay, that's really interesting. So clearly you see more interest and the technology is advancing. Are you seeing an increase as well in the sophistication and the maturity of the approach that Basis Technologies customers are taking when they're already on this DevOps journey?
Yeah, very much so. I think we're starting to appreciate now that SAP is not an island. The tools that we operate in SAP are not islands as well. So we're seeing a lot of tool chain integration, agile tools, ITSM tools. We're seeing integration to the SAP Cloud platform with Eclipse. And it's all about automating this end-to-end delivery process for SAP. What we're seeing from some customers, like Ericsson, who are here with us at the show, is a real step change towards real CI/CD and DevOps for SAP, where they've integrated Active Control into their GitLab CI/CD server, so they can now harmonize the delivery of 15 different applications to deliver business outcomes and include SAP completely into this process.
So we're talking about quite a radical departure then in terms of how we deliver SAP change to the business and get those business changes through. But I can imagine when we talk about accelerating to that kind of cadence that the question of testing is going to come up very regularly.
Yeah, testing is a big challenge. It always has been. In SAP, it's no exception, particularly regression testing. We have to validate that when we build stuff and operate at pace, we need to make sure we don't break things, we don't break production, we don't break the systems that businesses rely on. So we have to regression test, we need to test everything every time. And that's where robotic test automation comes in. We launched Testimony 12 months ago here at TechEd. We've just launched Testimony 2.0 to build on the success of the original product. And this is all about automating the creation and maintenance of our test libraries based on how our systems operate in production. So we're getting true regression based on how systems are really used day to day by users. What we're now seeing is the leading organizations, the real best practice is a real shift left. The ability to run regression testing as part of the development process so that when development teams check in and deliver their code, they can then fully automate regression cycles even before it hits QA. These are the kind of companies that are having massive amount of success in delivering IT applications in SAP today.
Okay, it's really, really interesting development. Clearly that automation technology is critical to unlocking those benefits of DevOps. So let's talk about that a little bit more. Why are companies adopting DevOps? What kind of outcomes are Basis Technologies customers seeing? Yeah,
it's all about the pace of delivery, about the cadence of delivery. It's about getting to market faster, beating your competition. If we look at the recent DevOps DORA report and the annual Puppet Labs DevOps report, we see the high-performing organizations delivering hundreds or thousands of times faster than the low performers, but doing so with fewer delivery issues. That's really, really fantastic to see. In SAP, our customers are seeing massive improvements in speed, 50 times faster delivery of change, 95% automation of delivery processes, 50% improvement in quality, over 70% reduction in risk. So, you know, these are massively compelling outcomes, and there's no reason why not only DevOps is relevant for IT, but it's certainly relevant now for all our SAP systems as well.
It's a fantastic story, and I agree with you. It's very compelling, and I know it's something that you and I could talk about at much greater length, but clearly there's a lot more going on at TechEd here in Las Vegas than just this conversation around DevOps. So what are the other hot topics for Basis Technologies here?
Well, what we've seen, I think, yesterday and this morning is a lot of people talking about their journey to S4HANA. You know, the challenge of running your current system, migrating over multiple years into their S4HANA systems. You know, we've been helping Procter & Gamble as an example, how in their dual maintenance project, they're transitioning to HANA over a several-year project. They're delivering bits of S4 as we go along. They need to run the business today and migrate and automate the retrofit and merge into their new HANA systems. So it's really important people have the tools and automation and processes and governance to support that journey over the years to come and also into the future.
Okay, that's fantastic. Well, thanks very much for taking the time to talk to us today, James. Thanks very much to all of our viewers here on TechEd Live TV as well. If you'd like to learn more about DevOps for SAP and the S4 transition, you can visit us here at booth 435. We'll also be at TechEd in Barcelona later in October, and you can visit us at basistechnologies.com as well. So once again, thanks for joining us here on the Basis Technologies booth at TechEd Las Vegas 2018.